Diddy Combs, a hip-hop mogul, a fashion icon, a cultural force. His rise from Harlem to the pinnacle of the entertainment industry is legendary. But today, that legend is shrouded in darkness. Combs now faces a different kind of spotlight. The glare of federal investigators, the weight of accusations that could shatter his empire. From racketeering to sex trafficking, the charges paint a disturbing picture. The world watches in disbelief. How could someone who had it all risk it so recklessly? What demons lurk beneath the surface? The answers are far more disturbing than imagined. The man who epitomized success now faces the prospect of ending his days behind bars. The federal indictment against Diddy Combs reads like a laundry list of criminal activity. Racketeering, sex trafficking, prostitution-related offenses. The charges span years, painting a picture of a man who allegedly used his vast wealth and influence to exploit and abuse. Prosecutors allege that Combs was the mastermind behind a vast criminal enterprise. A network of associates allegedly procured women for him and his inner circle, using threats, coercion, and false promises. The sheer scope of the alleged operation is staggering. Combs maintains his innocence, claiming the charges are fabricated and part of a vendetta against him. But the evidence, at least on the surface, appears damning. Financial records, witness testimonies, and even intercepted communications paint a bleak picture. The weight of these charges is immense. If convicted, Combs faces the very real possibility of spending the rest of his life in prison. The man who once seemed untouchable now finds himself in a fight for his very freedom. Diddy Combs' legacy was once one of undeniable impact. He wasn't just a rapper, he was a brand, a visionary who built a hip-hop empire from the ground up. Bad Boy Records, Sean John Clothing, Ciroc Vodka. His Midas touch turned everything he touched to gold. But now, that golden legacy is tarnished, perhaps irreparably. The allegations alone, regardless of the outcome of the trial, have cast a long shadow over his accomplishments. The man who once embodied success now symbolizes something far more sinister. Fans grapple with the accusations, torn between their love for his music and the abhorrence of the alleged crimes. Former collaborators distance themselves, eager to protect their own reputations. The court of public opinion has already rendered its judgment, and it's not looking good for Diddy. The man who once seemed destined to be remembered as a legend now faces a very different fate. His name, once synonymous with success, may forever be linked to scandal and disgrace. The accusations against Diddy Combs have sent shockwaves through the entertainment industry, drawing unsettling parallels to Jeffrey Epstein. Both men, incredibly wealthy and powerful, accused of using their status for sexual exploitation. The Epstein case exposed a dark underbelly of power and privilege, where powerful men preyed on vulnerable young women. The similarities to Combs' case are chilling. The pursuit of accountability must be relentless. Section 5, Silence Speaks Volumes. In the eye of this storm, one voice remains conspicuously silent. Dana Tran, the mother of Combs' 2-year-old daughter, Love. While Combs languishes in a jail cell awaiting trial, Tran has retreated into a cocoon of silence, refusing to publicly address the allegations against the father of her child. Her social media, once filled with photos of their daughter, has gone dark. No words of support, no pronouncements of innocence, just silence. And in that silence, a deafening message resonates. Tran's silence speaks volumes about the turmoil engulfing her family, the weight of the accusations, the relentless media scrutiny, the uncertainty of the future. It's a burden no mother should have to bear. Her silence is a powerful indictment in itself, a testament to the devastating impact of Combs' alleged actions on those closest to him. The world may never know the full extent of her pain, but her silence speaks volumes. Section 6. Children rise to defend. While Dana Tran remains silent, Combs' other children, those he shared with the late Kim Porter, have chosen a different path. They have emerged as a united front, fiercely defending their father against the accusations and proclaiming his innocence. Their unwavering support, particularly in light of the gravity of the charges, is both heartwarming and heartbreaking. These young adults are caught in a maelstrom, forced to reconcile their love for their father with the horrific allegations against him. They have spoken out in interviews, on social media, and even in court filings, vehemently denying the accusations and attacking the credibility of his accusers. Their loyalty is unwavering, their belief in his innocence absolute. Whether their defense is rooted in blind faith or genuine knowledge of their father's actions remains to be seen, but their unwavering support adds another layer of complexity to this already convoluted case, a stark reminder of the human toll of these allegations. As if the accusations against Sean Diddy Combs weren't explosive enough, another element has been added to the mix, a tell-all book allegedly written by his late partner, Kim Porter. The book, released posthumously, purportedly details years of abuse at the hands of Combs. The timing of the book's release, coming as it does in the midst of his legal troubles, is certainly suspect. Combs' children have vehemently denied its authenticity, claiming it is a fabrication, a cynical attempt to exploit their mother's death for financial gain, and further tarnish their father's reputation. The book's contents, if true, would be damning. But the question of its authenticity looms large. Was it truly penned by Kim Porter, or is it the work of someone seeking to profit from this scandal? The legal battles over the book's authenticity could drag on for years. In the meantime, it remains a source of controversy, another weapon in the arsenal of those seeking to bring down Sean Diddy Combs. The downfall of Sean Diddy Combs, if proven true, is a cautionary tale about the trappings of fame and fortune. The music industry, with its seductive blend of glamour and excess, has always been a breeding ground for scandal. But Combs' case, if true, represents a new low. It exposes the underbelly of the industry, the dark side of wealth and power, where morals are easily compromised and exploitation becomes the norm. It's a world where money talks, where silence can be bought, and where accountability is often elusive. Combs' case, if true, is a stark reminder that behind the glitz and glamour, behind the mansions and the entourages, lies a brutal reality. A reality where the pursuit of success can corrupt even the most grounded individuals, leading them down a path of destruction. The music industry for too long has turned a blind eye to the abuses perpetrated by its most powerful players. Combs' case, if true, must serve as a wake-up call, a catalyst for change and a demand for accountability. As the legal process grinds forward, the world watches and waits for the scales of justice to tip. Will Sean Diddy Combs be held accountable for the heinous crimes of which he is accused? Or will his wealth, power, and influence allow him to escape justice once again? The eyes of the world are on the courtroom, watching as the prosecution and defense present their cases. Witness testimonies, financial records, and DNA evidence will all be presented, each piece adding to the complex puzzle of this high-profile case. The jury will be tasked with the monumental responsibility of separating fact from fiction, of sifting through the layers of accusations, denials, and legal maneuvering to reach a verdict. The weight of their decision is immense, for it will not only determine the fate of a man, but also send a message about the limits of power and the reach of justice. The world waits for the verdict, hoping for a just outcome, one that reflects the truth no matter how uncomfortable it may be. Regardless of the outcome of Sean Diddy Combs' trial, one thing is certain: the music industry will never be the same. His case, if true, has exposed the dark underbelly of the industry, the culture of silence and complicity that has allowed such alleged abuses to flourish for far too long. A reckoning is coming. A wave of accountability is sweeping through the entertainment industry, fueled by movements like #MeToo and #TimesUp. No longer will powerful men be able to operate with impunity, hiding behind their fame and fortune. Combs' case, if true, is a stark reminder that the time for silence is over. The industry must confront its demons, must create a culture where victims feel safe to come forward and where perpetrators are held accountable for their actions. The future of the music industry depends on it. The world is watching, waiting to see if the industry will finally learn from its past mistakes and create a safer, more equitable future for all.